Easter cupcakes today, and I wanted to point out that, you know, so far I've been making everything from scratch, but you don't have to make everything from scratch all the time. Sometimes maybe you're stuck in your house for some sort of pandemic or something, and, you know, maybe you just can't go out and buy flour, but you got a box of cake mix. That's just fine, and nobody should feel guilty about using a mix from the store. So today we're going to make quite a few Easter cupcakes. We got 2 boxes of cake mix, and we're going to go ahead and make the cupcakes up, and then we're going to show you how to dress them up and decorate them. So just get your mixes and make them according to the box, and then we'll meet you right back here. Alright, so we got our cake mixed up, and we're going to be making cupcakes, and look at these adorable Easter cupcake wrappers. I think they're so cute. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and put those in. And we've also got a great big giant tin, but the wrappers we got for those are just white. But we figured, hey, why not? So we don't have the same problem that we had last time where I was using the scoop and overfilled it. 1/4 measuring cup. That way we can make sure that we fill them exactly as much as we want. We get to do the frosting. First thing we're going to do, put our butter in there. Now for the frosting you're actually going to need 2 cups of butter, 8 cups of powdered sugar. It actually calls for a pinch of salt, but we got salted butter, so we're going to leave out the actual additional salt. Usually you would use unsalted, but if you do get salted, just don't put any extra salt in the recipe. Then we'll add some milk as needed for consistency if necessary, and then we're going to add some vanilla. So let me go ahead and get some butter in there, get it all nice and creamy, and we'll go from there. Looking pretty good. Looks like it's all looking like frosting. Add in the sugar a little bit at a time. And still get it everywhere because that's what I do. In order to keep from getting sugar everywhere, I'm going to be turning it off in between adding the sugar. Might be a good idea. Alright, so we went ahead and put the rest of the sugar in it, and a little bit of milk to kind of, you know, you want to do that until it gets to the consistency that you want it, and a little bit of vanilla. And do be careful not to, you should probably do your flavoring and then the milk, otherwise you might overdo it, too much liquid.
Okay, you gonna tell them what you're doing?
No, I'm just gonna sit here and do it.
Okay.
We're gonna make marshmallow fondant for decorating some of those. We got our buttercream we did earlier. We're doing marshmallow fondant for some extra decorations. I will of course put a link to the recipe down below with another Rosanna Pansino recipe. We're gonna put these marshmallows into a bowl, and we're gonna melt them in the microwave with a little bit of water. How much water did it say? What was it? 3 tablespoons. Okay, so we got 1 10-ounce bag of mini marshmallows, 3 tablespoons of water, tablespoon. One, 2, 3. Up, get them a little wet. We're going to put them in the microwave for 3 minutes total, but we're going to take it out every 30 seconds and stir them up. Just drop one on the floor. That should be good, don't you think?
She said make sure that they're all wet.
Alright, they're looking pretty wet.
Okay.
Every 30 seconds, take it out until it's not that melty yet. It's starting to. And towards the end, you'll see that it's getting all melty. Stir on there. Okay. The microwaves heat inconsistently. Oh crap. I didn't know the light switch was there. Alright, so there we have it. It actually only took me about 1.5 minutes, so definitely keep an eye on it. Do it in 30-second intervals. But it's looking all good and smooth. Alright, so we don't have a sifter. Well, we do, but it's not really actually, it is for decoration. So anyway, I'm using a strainer, which will work just fine. Just scooping it out and make sure we get all the lumps out. So we're going to do this for about half of our sugar, and then we'll be putting in the marshmallows. Alright, so we got half of it sifted, and made ourselves a nice little well in there, and we're just going to go ahead and scoop in our lovely melted marshmallows. All that in there. Spatula, nice and helpful for that. Alright, I think that's about all I can get. Well, and then you're going to take the rest of the sugar and sift it on top. Okay, and once you get that done, you're just going to take your hands and you're just going to start mixing it all together. It feels really neat that way. You work it in the bowl for a while, and once it comes together, we'll start kneading it on the table. Counter. Alright, couple of tips. You may want to put gloves on before you start doing it. Or you may want to grease your hands, or you may want to do both. I'm currently doing both. If you run into trouble and are stupid like I am and just put your hands in there first, use hot water to rinse it off. Because otherwise you are not getting that off. And now we're just got it out of the bowl, and we're just going to knead it, try to get the rest of this powdered sugar worked into it, and knead it until it's exactly how we want it. You're going to do that until it's the consistency of soft taffy and doesn't stick to your hands. And then, since we want some colors on this and don't want it to just be plain, we're going to separate it up and add some color to it. Put down some wax paper because we don't want to accidentally stain the counters. And now we're just going to separate it. We got 5 different colors we want to do, so we're going to take this and separate it into 5 different balls of fondant. And then we're going to start adding colors in. And please forgive the noise in the background. That's the vacuum cleaner. He's just running around doing his job and cleaning up my mess. One of them's a little small. Well, these two might be a little small.
Okay, that'll good. All right. Okay.
Ooh! Don't press too hard, girl. So we're gonna go with violet. Violet, you're turning violet, Violet. I'm gonna start with a small amount first, as I've mentioned before. You can always add, you cannot subtract. Start folding it and kneading it till it gets the color. Which of course looks like nothing right now, but that'll change. It's actually probably easier. Now it's kind of like Play-Doh, only not gross. Fondant's all done, and we got our buttercream and stuff over here. We're gonna make some bunny tails. We're gonna take some frosting. Grab too much there. And this is easy because you don't have to pipe it. It's kind of looking nicer than I've got it right now. Like, I know how to frost a cake, honest. Does that look okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. And you're just gonna take it and dip it in your coconut. Got a bunny tail. Roll it on out. How does that look?
Looks pretty good.
Tulips. A couple of those.
Okay.
And now I'm just going to do this kind of simple, and it's going to may not look absolutely perfect, but I think it's kind of cute. So we just get ourselves a little grass on there. And actually I need a little bit of water. Okay, so the water helps fondant stick together. Stick ourselves a couple of flowers. If you wanted to, you could stick something behind them, make them kind of stick up. I'm lazy. And we'll stem. No, sorry, I should have turned it.
Okay.
Alright, so we cut out a whole bunch of fondant. I got a lot left over though. We got these cookie cutters, so we figured we'd do some of these cute shapes. And we're just going to frost these kind of simply, and then put some decorations on them. Now, I will say that the fondant is not necessarily easy. It is a bit of work. It is easy in the fact that it's marshmallow fondant is a lot less ingredients and stuff than regular fondant. That's a little sloppy. But at the same time, you're gonna have to do a lot of work kneading the colors into it, and it can be a little fiddly to figure out exactly how much liquid or whatever you need to put in it. So if you want to try that out, that's up to you. I will try it again sometime for something else. I'm not saying it was bad. I'm sure there's something I want to use fondant for, and it does just taste like marshmallows and sugar. So at least it doesn't taste like regular fondant. But for now, we're just gonna go with this. So we'll just stick that in there, and maybe a butterfly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there we go.
A little green stem.
Oh yeah, stem. We did it kind of like that. Well, I ain't using that piece.
There we go.
So, after all of that, in our sink full of dirty dishes, we've gotten our cupcakes done. And so you can see all different kinds of ideas. That's all I was trying to go for here, was different ideas of things, to give you ideas of things that you could do. And that you can actually just use a mix and just decorate it up yourself. You can even use store-bought frosting and decorate if you really want to. But I kind of prefer to actually decorate with the buttercream.
Bring that over. The
Oh,
whole
this?
tray, yeah.
Okay. As you can see, we got quite a few cupcakes out of it, and we still have tons of fondant left over and quite a bit of frosting. But the bunny tails, great idea. Great idea, Mom. And yeah, so anyway, this is stuff that you can do with a mix. And I'm just trying to say that there shouldn't be such a stigma around having mixes and stuff like that, because I mean, they're there for a reason. So just know that if you don't want to make it from scratch, you can still make it yours. And if you liked this video, go ahead and like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you want me to do later. I've really been enjoying this, and I'm very much enjoying the feedback, so thank you very much. And that's it for now. So this is Evil Black Cat wishing you love, luck, and legendaries. Later.